So today I'm going to go through to the lesson 3 lah. Okay, lesson 3 is about the technique, the measuring of the parameters of the body health. So we learn the body health. So we need some equipment, just me, to help we all to know what happened to our body. Okay, is it our body is okay, normal, or fever, or you're sick? So we need some technique to know about that. You know the technique, you must have something to help you. So today we learn some of the equipment we need to use for the daily life lah. Okay, nowadays around we got so many different diseases, we got virus. So that means we need something equipment surrounded with us. That means we can measure by yourself. Not every time you go to find a doctor. Okay, if until the serious you cannot solve it, so you need to find the doctors lah. So we go through the first one. Okay, for today's lesson, for the lesson 3 lah, we need to know about the body temperature. Okay, this one body temperature. For today, I will teach it. Okay, number 2 also about the 3.2. That's a pulse rate. Okay, then after that we got 3.3. There's blood pressure and also the BMI. This one will coming for the next lesson. Okay, we go through to the 2 mark first. The subtopic for the chapter 3. Okay, so the first one we need to know what is temperature. Okay, we need to know the definition for the temperature. Actually, what is that? So every time we go to measure, actually what is the temperature? So temperature is a 1 degree. Okay, they show you the readings lah. Okay, the readings normally we measure by. So there's a degree of the hotness. So that means something is hot, but we don't know how many hot. I can say very hot, I can say less, I can say more, but something we can measure. So that's why we're using degree Celsius to measure. Okay, so when they just measure, sure got number lah. When we see the number, then we know, oh, this one is a high temperature. And this one is a low temperature. So from here, temperature is a 1 of the degree of the hotness. Okay, just me. Sometimes we can say coolness lah. Okay, measure something is cool of the substance. Okay, if I say body temperature now means talking about temperature of our body. Okay, our body. So there's a degree of the hotness, or you say coolness of our body. So that means now we need to measure is a body temperature. Okay, so normal body, okay, for normal human being lah, I mean the healthy one. So you can find it, the range for the temperature is 36.5 until 37.5. Okay, around these readings, you're still okay. Okay, you're still normal. But normal temperature must be maintained, okay, within the normal. So normally you're 36.5 now. Maybe after a walk, you become 37. That means you still maintain in this one range. So that is okay. Okay, to ensure our body, the cell activity and biochemical reaction in the body at the optimum level. So that means if your range of the temperature still in this one range, so that means the cell in our body, they still can maintain the activity. Okay, at normal. Okay, they never too active. That's a still normal. So from here, we can say we still normal lah. We don't have any diseases. We're still okay. That means if you over, example, you are 38 degrees Celsius, means you are fever already. So when you are fever means the cell activities and also the reaction will become strong. Because the virus already enter your body. So your cell, you need to overcome the virus. So you're fighting with the virus. So that means that you've got immune system. So your body, either one of the part of the body, they will changes. Okay, they will changes. Maybe they show the sore throat. So they show about flu. They show about fever. So that means now your body, the cell got defend the virus to come in. So they might react something. They must show something in your body. So that's why you feel different with the normal. Okay, so this situation means you are sick now. Okay, your cell no more become optimal level. The level is over. So that's why this situation, that means you can know lah, your body become fever. Okay, so from this one situation, how I know, is it I fever or not fever? So thermometer can be helped. Thermometer can be helped to know, is it your body temperature correct or not correct? Okay, so now we're going to see, this one is the meaning of the temperature. Then we're going to see the what you can using for measure temperature. Sure is a thermometer, but the problem is we got 4 different thermometer for your home 4 level. Okay, we got so many some more for the factory. But this one we learn the simple one. Normally we can see lah. First one is a clinical thermometer. Normally using for clinic. Okay, you go to hospital, you go to clinic, normally they're using this one, the small one. After that, they show the reading by using digital. Okay, so this one is a nozzle. Normally they put inside your mouth. Okay, or sometimes they put in the armpit, under the armpit. Then after a while, they will show you the readings of your body temperature. So from here, we need to know function is what? To measure body temperature through the mouth. Or you can say under the armpit. Okay. So another one, the range of the temperature taken is 35 to 42 only, because they want to take human temperature. Our human temperature is a 36.5 until 37.5. Okay, around this one. So that means below actually we no need what? Where got human being is 20 degrees Celsius. It don't have, is it? 1 degree Celsius also don't have. So that's why this one thermometer no need too long. Okay, no need too long, same like the lab one. When you do the experiment, that one is a longer one. So this one no need what? You got to measure the human body only. So that means the range 35 and enough for the human being. So that's why you can find the clinical thermometer is a short one. Okay, very short one. Okay, just put inside your mouth. Okay, so this one is a digital. We got analog also. Analog is an old style. Last time we used one. Okay, so first one, technical. Number 2, sure is a lab. Lab, that means when we do the experiment, we're using this one thermometer. Longer a bit. Longer a bit means they got scale. Okay, they show you 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, this one is 100 degrees Celsius. This one 90. Yeah, they show you the readings here. Okay, so when they show you the reading, this one we cannot say digital. This one no more digital because you need to read by yourself. This one we call it as an analog thermometer. Okay, analog thermometer. Then the red color, you can see the red color, they keep going up. This one is a mercury. Okay, mercury. Okay, to measure the temperature, normally is what? Liquid. Okay, normally we go to measure the liquid. Okay, one of the beaker. Okay, maybe you put hot water. Okay, then using the long thermometer they put in, then you go to measure. What is the reading of this one? Hot water. Okay, so normally liquid, solid we seldom using the thermometer like this. Okay, the scale is quite bigger because they're long. The thermometer is longer. So the scale, you can see a range 10 to 110. So that means the bottom one maybe got 0 lah. Sometimes got 0 somewhere. 0 until 110 degrees Celsius. Okay, so this one is a long stem. Okay, this one is for the lab thermometer. Okay. Okay, and the third one is a rectal. I think this one we seldom go and see it. There's a rectal thermometer. This one, the nozzle is very short. Okay, very short. After this one is a digital. Okay, so that means they can straightforward to tell you what is the reading of the temperature. Okay, this one normally digital thermometer. Then after that, to measure the body temperature through the rectal. Rectal is where? Rectal is behind your backside. Okay, your backside, the bottom there, there's a rectal. Normally this one used for the baby. Okay, the baby is less than 3 months, very small. Okay, because they cannot put in the mouth. They also cannot put in the armpit. You know, they do know. So that's why we're using the rectal. Normally the doctor will do this one. Okay, so that means when you just put in, you must put a lubricant. Okay, lubricant oil. Some you need to put in because you need to slowly to put in and make it become smooth. So they need to using the lubricant oil. Okay, so this one is a rectum. Later I show you one of the baby and also mother, they will help to put this one in. Just the picture. Okay, need to show you where is the rectum. Okay, and the fourth, this one I think everybody also know it. There's an infrared thermometer. Okay, now everywhere also using it. Okay, infrared thermometer actually we no need to touching until the forehead, just a little bit distant. So there's a digital. Okay, measure the body temperature without any contact. Okay, maybe for this one you need to hold. Then after that you put near with your forehead, then you can measure. Okay, sometimes the school one, you go anywhere lah, they got standing one. The camera stand, after that they one of the thing, you just closer with the sensor, then they can detect. Okay, so that means this one we call infrared thermometer without any connection. Okay, another one easy to be used because there's a light. Okay, you see this part, very small only. And also lighter. When you just hold, then you closer, then you measure. So this one why we choose about the infrared. And also handful to avoid the infection. So that means you just hold. Okay? You no need to touch your forehead. Hold only, after that near. So you no need to using the big one, the thermometer put inside the mouth lah, put inside armpit, no need. So this one is one of the things can avoid the infections. Okay, so this one called infrared thermometer. Okay, remember we got four thermometer to measure the temperature. First one is a clinical. Okay, number two is a lab thermometer, and the third one is a rectal, and the fourth should be the infrared. Okay, so this one is a different type. Now we need to go is a technique, how we use it, where we need to use. Okay, now we're going to see the first one for the clinical one. Okay, this one is called analog. Why I call analog? Because you need to read. You need to read one by one. Okay, so from here we can see 35, and this one is 42. So that means minimum they only can measure 35. Okay, maximum only can measure 42. Okay, so this one is a clinical temperature. Okay, one more thing you need to remember is word keen. This one keen only for technical temperature thermometer. The others know. We learn about lab, we learn about rectal, we learn about the infrared. That one don't have. Only analog thermometer like this, they got keen. Okay, they got keen. Okay, keen the shape like this one. They just they bend a bit curve, then they continue. So they got keen. So the question always will ask why? Why this one got keen for what? Okay, we see here. First one, for this part, the temperature only less than 35. Sorry, not less than, more than 35. Okay, you measure must more than 35 before being used. So that means when you're just starting, measure the temperature. Make sure the level is less than 35. You cannot say when you start to measure 40 already. So 40, how to measure? So cannot. So then must lower than 35. Then after that, if they're still over 35, so you need to flick the thermometer until the reading below 35. So that means you need to, using your hand, you go shake, flick. This one we call flick. So when you just flick, you make sure the mercury drop. Okay, drop when it just drop more than 35. So example here. Okay, they start from here. Okay, if they start from here already less than 35, so that means we can start to using this one thermometer. Okay, after that when we put under the armpit. Okay, under the armpit, or you say put inside the mouth. Okay, for 2 to 3 minutes. Okay, 2 to 3 minutes, because sometimes you just put in 2 and 3 until 3, and then they got beat. The sound can be produced. Okay, when the beat sound just produced means okay already. So you can ready to read the readings. Okay, for the keen, this one is a keen. That's why I told you the keen shape is like this. Only inside the analog clinical thermometer we get it, the keen. Okay, function to prevent the mercury. Prevent mercury from the falling object immediately after lift. So that means they don't want the mercury drop. Okay, so the curve like this, they want off the curve like this. So when they just draw, they got one part curve. So the mercury not enough energy, so they cannot turn up. They cannot like the bumper, cannot go in the bumper. So from here you can find it. The keen is prevent the mercury from falling back. Okay, flow back immediately after rebirth. Okay, don't let the mercury go stand go back. Okay, just block it. So this one is a function of the keen. Okay, keen only appear in clinical thermometer. Okay, the rest thermometer don't have. Okay, then we go to number 2, lab thermometer. Okay, lab thermometer normally is long enough. Okay, and also the scale is so many scale, different scale. Okay, so dot suitable to the body temperature. Okay, although the reading can show the reading of temperature, but not accurate because too bigger already. The reading is quite bigger, so we cannot measure exactly the body temperature. Okay, our body temperature is only 35 to 42. This one is a thermometer for the clinical thermometer. Okay, so that's why the lab not enough. They only can use it in the lab when they do the experiment. Okay, another one is they don't have any kit. Don't have kit. Okay, for this one thermometer. Okay, then we go to number 3. Number 3 is a rector. So just now I show you rector like this lah. They want to put in the abdomen. That's a rectal. So from here you can see diagram is the same. Okay, the baby is less than 3 to around 3 months. Okay, less than 3 months. So the baby 2 bar, 1 bar is okay. Okay, less than 3 months. Okay, clean. You need to clean the thermometer nozzle with alcohol. So this one you clean by the alcohol. Make sure all the bacteria, all the microorganisms are killed first. Okay, after that you need to put in the rectum of the baby. How deep? 1.5 to 2.5 cm. 1.5 means 2.5 cm like this, quite deep. Put in the rectum. So remain until the beat sound is heard. So that means you just put in, then you just relax. Don't touch anything. Okay, wait until the beat sound. You do it like this, means ready. So you baru take out and read what's the reading for the rectal thermometer. Okay, so this is how the rectal thermometer functions. Remember, only for the age less than 3 months. Okay, for the rectal. Okay, and last one should be the infrared thermometer. Infrared, I think everyone also no need to ask. We every day also use it. So there's an infrared thermometer. So from here they say aim the thermometer on your forehead. Okay, at the distance about 5 cm. Okay, this is a infrared functions. Okay, aim to forehead. After that, the distance almost 5 cm. 5 cm or almost like this, 5 cm. Okay, from your forehead. Okay, after that, press it. And after that, you get the reading from the screen. And they show you the digital readings. Okay, from the screen. Okay, so the diagram just like this lah. Aim around here for 5 cm. Okay, then you go to measure what's the temperature of the patients. Okay, so this one is a 4 different thermometer. Okay, critical, lab. Then after that, we got a rectal. Then the 4th one should be the infrared. Okay, this one is a technician, how to use it, how to measure our body temperature. Okay, so we need to answer some of the questions. So you on mic to tell me what's the answer. Okay, let's see the first one. Okay, this one they show about the constriction. Constriction is what? Constriction actually is a kin. Okay, the kin. Okay, so can be seen through the thermometer X. This one we call thermometer X. Okay, thermometer X. Okay, so from here, I want you to observe. Can you see this one got kin? And this one start 35, ended 42. That means they're not lab thermometer. Lab thermometer is quite bigger. Start from the 0 until 110 degrees Celsius. Okay. So now you tell me, mark X. That means mark the cross at the thermometer X. So this one, thermometer X, actually is lab or clinical. Okay, anyone here, please answer.
Clinical.
Okay, clinical. So that's why you got two hints already. We got kin and also the reading, 35 until 42. So we straightforward to know this one is a clinical thermometer. Okay, function. What's the function for this one, kin? Okay, so just now we mentioned already, they want to prevent the mercury falling back. Okay, when the temperature just drop, they're falling back. So this one is the purpose. Okay, the purpose of the kin is prevent mercury falling back immediately. Okay, after you just remove from the mouth or remove from the armpit. So when you just remove, suddenly you find the mercury drop. No. So that's why the kin they're blocking. Don't let it so fast to come down. Finally, still can come down, but cannot too fast. So the reading of thicken is more accurate. So you never tell me, you just put in already, then you take out, the mercury keep dropping. No, they need to wait some time to drop. Okay, so this one we call, what's the function for this one? Keep, to prevent the mercury falling back. Yeah, so this is one of the questions they will ask for the clinical thermometer. Okay, if finished, then we need to go to imprinting for the body temperature. Okay, normal body temperature, everybody know, 36.9. So it's exactly the normal. Okay, if the body temperature above, if you are above this one, means now you can say you are fever. Okay, you are fever. Okay, now you got three of the factor to make you become fever. To make it, don't say fever, to make it your temperature increase. Okay, three factor. So the first one should be the infections. Infection is about the virus. The virus go in your body, so you got antibody. So that's why you feel fever. Okay, number two, the factor may be you exposure so much of the sunlight. Okay, maybe you do the work under the sunlight. So this one also will increase the temperature. And the last one factor is the exercise. Okay, not mistaken, exercise after you do it, you find it. So that one means temperature already increase. So this one is a three factor, how to make a normal person, the temperature increasing. Okay, so we can see the first one, infections. Infections, normally you are already sick, fever already. So this one is bacteria and also the virus to cause infection in your body. Okay, if I say virus, I think everybody also know what is a virus already. Okay, nowadays, many of the don't care about teacher lah, your parents or students. Some of the children very small, they also get the virus of the COVID. Okay, so this is one of the infections. Okay, so this is an example for the diagram virus. This one is a bacteria. Okay, these two things, and just enter your body, so your body got immune system, so they will increase the temperature of your body. Okay, number two, when you just expose too much of the sunlight, then more heat, so you find it heat stroke. Okay, you get heat stroke. Okay, or you say extreme sunburn. Okay, your head, your back, they're gonna sunburn. So from here you see the diagram. Okay, this one is for the extremely for the heat go in the body. Another one you can see this part should be the sun, the extreme sunburn. Okay, because you can see the whole part become red color already. Okay, you cannot see, you're going to zoom. Okay, like this. Okay, this one we call sun. open. Okay. Then we go to the last part, exercise. After you do the exercise, the body temperature will be increasing. So you can see vigorous exercise. Example, you go to the training. You go to training, after you run, then you need to jump. This one we call vigorous for the exercise. So this one is one of the things also will increase your temperature. Okay, your normal body temperature. So this has a 3-factor: infections, anxious to extreme heat, and also the last one, exercise. Okay. Okay, now we go to answer some of the questions. Okay, Mr. Haika, they has a suffering from fever. Okay, suffering from the fever due to the hot weather. So in the recent time, the predict the body temperature of the Mr. Haika. Okay, we need to find out what is the temperature of the Mr. Haika when they has fever. Okay, fever. Fever normally how many temperature? Okay, anyone here can tell me? When it's just fever, temperature normally is how many? I want
37.
37 still okay, what?
Okay.
37.5.
Okay.
So you don't need to answer 37. Suppose it's 37.5. You just give me the answer over 37.5. That means you already is fever. Okay, you don't need to tell me 38 lah, 39 lah, 40 lah. No need to mention this one. Maximum you can give. If you cannot think about this word, you can give me like this. But I can only accept until 42 is a max. No more idea. Okay, don't tell me 100 lah. 100 cannot. Die already. So that means we only can mention 38, 39, 40, 41, 42. Or you just mention like this also can. Okay, we got limit. We never say maximum, then you can get the answer. No, we got limit until 42, then stop already. Okay, that one is a fever limit. Okay, what should Mr. Haika do? Okay, if fever persists, that means the fever still continuous. What the Mr. Haika need to do? Okay, any idea? So that means you keep fever, you tell me what you need to do.
Go to hospital.
Go to hospital. Important, you want to see doctor, is it? So that's why you want to get the medicine, you want to get the treatment. So that's why you go to hospital. Okay? So this one is the answer. Okay, don't tell me you go pharmacy, buy the medicine, then you sleep in house, then wait. So normally when starting okay lah. When starting maybe you can buy some medicine, when they take, okay. But you keep the whole week also fever, that means you need to go to hospital already. Okay, so from here, okay, they suggest for you, you go and see doctor. Okay, you can find the doctor, see the doctor. After that, you get the right treatment. The treatment must be correct. Don't follow your friend say lah, my friend mother say lah, take this one water is okay lah, like this. They must right treatment. Okay, then after that, drink plenty of water. That means more water you need to drink to restore the fluid in our body. It make our body become cool down. Plenty the plain water, not the juice, not your coffee, not your mocha. Okay, that one cannot. So I want plain water. Okay, to cool down your body. Okay, this one is normally the doctor will suggest what you need to do when you get fever. Okay, so this one is a simple question. Then we go to the next part. Okay, 3.1 about the temperature finish and also the thermometer 4-type finish. Now we go 3.2. There's a pulse rate. Okay, this one pulse rate, I think you can measure by yourself. You can see the diagram here. In the diagram here, they put the 2 fingers on your hand there. After that, you can feel a little bit heartbeat. Okay, that one we call pulse rate. Okay, normally we count by 1 minute. 1 minute, they can pulse rate for how many times, right? For the normal human being. Okay, this one we want to measure the number of the heartbeat per minute. Okay, you can do by yourself. Okay, I never say every people is the same. No, different. Okay, around we can say around only. Normally for the male is 70 until 85 lah, something like this. But for the female, normally higher. A female can 80 to 100. Okay, this one is for the female. Okay, you can try to test. Okay, this one the situation is resting. Rest. I never say you are running. Rest. When you are rest, then you sit down, then you breathe, normal breathe, then you go to measure what is your pulse rate. Okay, normally the difference of the gender, male and female, they got difference. Okay, different age also got different. So we got so many factors to cause your pulse rate different. Okay, now we can see a pulse point where you can measure the point, and not measure the point, measure the pulse rate. Okay, for your body different point. Okay, first one you can see the forehead. Okay, the forehead. Okay, like this, touch it. And you're touching slowly. You can feel a little bit vibration, up, down, up, down, up, down. That one is your pulse. Okay, another part you can using your hand. Okay, this one you can measure. Okay, slowly you put down, then you can feel it. Okay, then after that, this part near your inner leg part. Okay, okay. Another one should be the foot, at the top of the foot. Normally, you find it is the skin. The skin is very thin skin. So that's why you can feel. If the skin very thick one, example, this part. This part is a muscle. A muscle is very hard to feel because they cover the artery. Okay, saraf kat dalam sudah tutup. So that's why we cannot feel. Okay, normally the thin surface, then maybe we can feel it. Okay, for the leg, ankle of the foot also can. Ankle of the foot. Okay, after that for your kneecap also can. This one is normally we go to test lah. Normally we go to test pulse rate for these one positions. This one position and also this one positions. This one is for your neck. Okay, you can measure here. You're touching here, that means you can feel. You don't talk. When you measure your pulse rate, you don't talk. Resting, then you measure. Okay, then you see your watch lah. For 1 minute is how many pulse rate. Okay, this all pulse point. Pulse point is what area where the pulse can be felt. That means where you can feel the pulse rate. So that one we call pulse point. Okay, this one area, that means the artery are close to the skin. So your artery at the surface of the skin. So that's why they can test it. So normally you take the injection here, injection is here. Okay. The injection is this part, is it? Okay, they take the blood for this part, is it? So that's why this one is very, very near with the artery. The artery is at the surface. So that's why when they just put in, that means there's a near with the artery. They can take the blood already, is it? So that's why that one is one of the things that near with the skin. So you can feel it, the pulse rate. Okay, when the heartbeat, your heartbeat, okay, the pulse sent to the artery. When your heartbeat, okay, they will up, down, is it? They send to the artery. So the artery, when it just moving, that means you can feel on the skin. Okay, so this one is a pulse point. Which part of the point we can get the pulse rate? Okay, some part, the part is a thicker muscle one. That one is sure cannot get it. You cannot feel it. Okay, so from here, this is a point. Remember the location for your body. Okay, now we go to answer this question. A pulse can be felt in an area. Okay, we call pulse point. Okay, now you have to mark cross on the pulse point that can be found on the human body. Okay, now you tell me the A. Okay, this one A. A can feel the pulse point or not? Can feel the pulse rate for this part or not? Can. Okay, this part can. For your above the feet there, because there's thin, the skin is very thin only. Okay, how about this part B? Part B. Cannot lah, because quite thick. This one cannot. Okay, if cannot, you don't do anything. The question never call you to put the cross lah, put the tick lah. No need. Empty. Okay, how about C? C can or cannot? The forehead can. Okay, this one also can. So you're going to cross. The question call you cross, then you must cross. Don't go to tick. Tick, they were wrong already. Okay, then B, explain how the pulse can be felt. Why you can feel the pulse through this all part. Why? Then you must talking about the artery. Okay, when you heartbeat, okay, through the artery, then the artery at the surface of the skin. And you must mention surface of the skin. Okay, baru you can feel the pulse rate. Okay, if they're under the surface, that means you cannot already lah. Example like this. This one muscle is too thick. That means the artery is bottom. So that means you cannot feel it. Okay, so we're going to explain. Okay, pulse point. You must have the pulse point. This one pulse point had the artery. This one artery must be very close to the surface of the skin. Okay, when it just closer to the skin means when you just heartbeat. Okay, when you just heartbeat, the pulses are sent through the artery. And after that, you can feel through the skin. So that means you can feel that through skin. Okay, so this one pulse point closer with the surface. After when you just heartbeat through the artery, that means you can feel under the skin. They got pulse rate. Okay, so that's why we can feel by yourself. No need go and see using any equipment. No need, just using your hand. Okay, now we're going to see factor. Why sometimes your pulse rate changes? Okay, not every time is the same one. Sometimes it changes. So we see the first one. When the surrounding temperature increase. Okay, maybe today very hot. Okay, until 34 degrees Celsius, surrounding very hot already. So your pulse rate automatic, they will increase. Okay, this is the first factor, surrounding temperature. Okay, second factor is the body positions. Okay, so maybe you standing or you resting. Different positions, your pulse rate also will be different. Okay, standing is increasing a bit compared to resting. Okay, because you suddenly stand up, so your pulse rate will be increased. After a while, after first 15 or 20 seconds, you're standing already, then you wait a while, 15 or 20, then you become rest ready. Okay, because you're standing rest, so they will go back. Okay, your pulse rate will go back to the origin. Okay, if I sit down and rest, then I go to see my pulse rate, how many. You were suddenly standing, the pulse rate changes. Okay, maybe after you standing, then you rest already, then the pulse rate go back to the normal. Okay, so this one body positions, if you're lying on the ground, also different. Okay, so this one is a body positions. Okay, then we're going to check emotion. This one is an emotion will make your pulse rate changes. Okay, example, angry. Angry, people say high blood pressure already, angry because your heartbeat very fast. Okay, heartbeat very fast. So that means first one is angry. Number two is a stress. So people say, the stressed people will get the heart attack. Yeah, because your pulse rate become very fast, abnormal already. So that's why the oxygen not enough. Then pump, then after that you got heart attack. Okay, after that anxious. Okay, anxious is one of the diseases. Okay, ada satu penyakit sebab anda selalu takut. Okay, you every time worried this one, you worried that one, then after that you get the disease. Okay, we need to see the psychology doctor. So this one is one of the things you changes your heartbeat. Okay, over happy, too happy already, or you over sad. This also will cause your pulse rate different. Okay, how different? Increasing. Okay, your pulse rate will become increasing. So this one is a 3 factor. You got another Okay, we got another one, body size. Okay, body size means individual with the larger body size to have a higher pulse rate than the normal. Okay, maybe the child and also the adult, okay, father and also the baby, different. Okay, because different of the age and also the body size also different one. So this one also got different pulse rate. Okay. Then after that, we got medication. Medication is for normally the patient that take the medicine one. Okay, when they take the medicine, they will changes your pulse rate. Example, the medicine, they block the adrenaline with the lower pulse rate. Okay, adrenaline is one of the enzyme. Okay, they block enzyme. After that, you make your pulse rate become cool down. Okay, normally it's a heart attack. The patient they need to take. Okay, because the heart attack, the heartbeat is very high, so they're using the medicine to control. Okay, to make the blood become kepekatan rendah, concentration become low. So that's why the blood can go through faster. So this one can make the pulse rate become slow down. Okay, don't be too hard, don't pump too strong. So this is one of the medicine for the heart attack patients. Okay, for example, we call antidepressants. Antidepressant is one of the medicine. Okay, normally bagi orang yang sakit jantung lah, takut mereka punya darah terlalu pekat, tak boleh pump. So dia kena makan ubat ni untuk kurangkan kepekatan darah dia supaya dia boleh naik pergi otak dengan cepat. Okay, so they want to slow down the heartbeat. Okay, buat dia cool down sikit. Okay, and also another one should be the exercise lah. Active exercise, sure everybody know. When you do the active exercise, you go to pumping, after that you go to run, after that you go to jump. This one is a active exercise activity, so they will increase your heartbeat. Okay, when they just increase your heartbeat, sure your pulse rate also will be increasing. So after you do the exercise, you're going to check your heartbeat, sure it's more than 100. More than 100. The one is you do the exercise. Okay, so this one is a 6 factor affecting your pulse rate. Okay, so this one is a 3.1. You need to answer it. Okay, so the question they say, what's the difference between the clinical and also the rectal? Then what's the difference? So you mentioned the question 1 or 2 because they said differences. Differences mean you at least got 2 different of the answer. So change the color first. Okay. So you can say clinical, they got what? They got keen. They got keen. Okay. And the rectal no keen. Is after that the rectal go to measure what? The baby less than 3 months. Okay. Then the rectal you need to put in the rectum. This one you put in what? Put in the mouth. So this one is the differences. Okay, you can find in the textbook. Okay, you can find the textbook what's the differences. Okay, after that they call you to state 3 factor. 3 factor to cause the temperature. Okay, above the normal reading. So we got show just now infection. Then number 2 we say about the extreme heat. Number 3 there's an exercise. This is a 3 factor. So what do you feel? What do you need to do if your body temperature goes above the normal reading? Okay, for more than 3 days. So just now you told me already, you go to hospital for the treatment, see the doctor, get the medicine. Okay, so this one is a normal. You go to answer. So I just show you a while only. I never let you to copy here. Okay, like this. You can put in table form. Okay, if you want to do some differences comparison. So you see the body temperature is at the armpit. They measure in armpit. Okay, here, or you say under the tongue. Okay, for the rectum, measure the body temperature through the rectum. Okay, so this one you can say this one got the position of the kid, but this one is without the kid, also can. Okay, then we go to the next one, factor. Factor like this, 3 factor only. Then what you need to do, see the doctor, refer the doctor. Oh, this one is a 3.1. Okay, another one should be the 3.2. Okay, 3.2. No need to draw. No need to draw. First one, what's the meaning of the pulse rate? You copy the question, then you answer. What's the pulse rate? Okay, pulse rate you can find. Okay, number two, they ask you which one's the correct. So you no need to draw. You just say this one is a diagram A. Diagram B. Diagram C. Okay, then you just go to tick which one you can measure the pulse. Okay, maybe the first one can, then you just tick. Number two also can, then you tick. Number three also can, then you tick. Like this only. Okay, cannot you cross. Measure or not, or never. They never call you to cross. Then number three, they ask you, Rosanna is now pregnant. In your opinion, Rosanna pulse rate same as the woman who is not pregnant? Now you tell me number three. Is it same? Same or different? Pregnant woman and no pregnant woman. Is it the same pulse rate?
Different.
Sure different. Why? Because you need to pump the blood more already. You got another baby in your body. So that means you need to supply more oxygen. Okay, because the two person now breathing. So that's why the heartbeat should be higher a bit. Okay, so later we need to explain. Okay, number four. One day, Asri took his pulse. After running near the park at the home, Ari took his pulse again. After running again. In your opinion, will the pulse reading same? Is it same after the running?
No.
No, sure increasing, is it? So you need to explain. Why increasing? Also same. After you do the exercise, your body lost oxygen already. Because you do exercise, you find you're very fast. The breathing become increasing because you keep more oxygen, one oxygen. So that's why when you get one oxygen more, that means your blood moving is fast. When they're moving fast, that means your heartbeat will be increasing. Okay, I show a while the answer. Okay, first one, definition for pulse rate. Okay, definition for pulse rate, you can find from the textbook. Okay, you must mention per minute, the heartbeat per minute. Okay, number two, 1 and 2, get it. Number 3, no. Okay, pregnant woman, first one, no. When you answer no, you get 1 mark. Then you explain. Pregnant women have higher pulse rate. Why? Because their heart need to pump more blood, okay, to supply the sufficient oxygen and also the nutrient to the fetus. Fetus means the baby still inside the stomach of fetus. So you need to provide more oxygen and nutrient. So that's why you need to more blood. Okay, so this one is a 2 exercise you need to do inside your exercise bowl. Okay, so our lesson just until here. Okay, thank you everyone. So see you the next lesson.